Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Tuesday. A lot of questions I've been getting both through YouTube and Instagram, and it's, what is the FOMC minutes meeting that we have tomorrow? And just thought I'd explain this in a very quick video. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. So you can actually look at this all yourself. You can go to the actual federalreserve.gov website. My job here on YouTube is just to make things a little bit easier to understand. So if I do accomplish that goal of making this easier to understand, I really hope that you can consider just dropping a thumbs up and even subscribing, especially if you're just getting into the stock market, as I upload new videos every single day, making the stock market a little bit easier to make sense of. So what are the minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee? So pretty much for those that are unaware, if you are unaware what's going to happen tomorrow, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, November 23, the day before Thanksgiving. There's going to be an FOMC minutes report. This is at 2 p.m. when it gets released. Now, what's the significance of this report? I'm going to read the actual definition that they have, and then I'm just going to put it into very simple terms for people like you and I to be able to make sense of what the importance of it is. So the minutes of the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee, which is considered of the acronym FOMC meeting, which are released 3 weeks after each meeting. So for those that are unaware, there was a meeting where they announced an interest rate hike. Do you guys remember where the market aggressively sold off, if I'm not mistaken? It originally pushed up and then it aggressively sold off. We actually live streamed it on this YouTube channel. We might even live stream it tomorrow. But the actual live stream wasn't them talking much about the report, but they just announced an interest rate hike, right? And then he answers, by he, I mean Jerome Powell, which is the head of the Federal Reserve, spends about 30 minutes to 45 minutes answering questions that a series of reporters and analysts are there to ask. He doesn't really talk about how they came to that decision of the 0.75% interest rate hike. Based off our previous CPI data report that was just released, the markets began to go up. Why? Well, because inflation came in lower than expected. So now it's expected that the Federal Reserve will be less aggressive for the next interest rate hike. But this actual FOMC minutes report is really just going to cover how they came to that conclusion of the 0.75% from the one that they just released. So we could see, which is released 3 weeks after each meeting, provide a timely summarize of the discussion during the meeting and the decisions taken at the meeting. So pretty much all that is saying is that this report, right, of the FOMC minutes meeting, all it's going to be a summary of the actual meeting, because when they actually release the report, we don't get a summary. We don't really get a transcript of what was said by who and who agreed and who disagreed, right? So the minutes describe the views and expressed by policymakers and explain the reasons for for the committee's decision. The meeting can help the public interpret economic and financial developments and understand the committee's decision. So pretty much the summary, right? It's kind of like the way that I view it, at least the way that I grew up, is kind of like these cliff notes, right? It's a summary of maybe a book. So that's all this is. It's going to be a summary of that actual meeting that the Federal Reserve had. Those meetings that they have when the Federal Reserve meets, they're not public, right? People like you and I can't necessarily listen into them. So this is a transcript and pretty much a summary of those meetings on how they came up with the 0.75% interest rate hike that they released about 2 to 3 weeks ago. So as an official record of the meeting, the minutes identify all attendees and provide complete record of the policy action taken, including the votes by individual members of each policy action. So again, it's literally like a whole transcript of everyone that actually voted and what they voted for. Do they agree or do they disagree? Did some agree for a more aggressive interest rate hike, or did some policymakers, try to vote for a less aggressive interest rate hike? So this actual report will literally just summarize all of that if you cared for it. Again, all this really is I think the best way that I could explain it is the minutes can help the public interpret economic and financial developments and understand the committee's decision. All we're trying to do is have a better understanding of the committee's decision, right? Of how they came up and came together to agree on the 0.75% interest rate hike. And again, this is going to be released tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's called the FOMC minutes meeting. And again, 2 p.m. Eastern time. The market should react to it, but on top of that, we also do have durable orders and continuing claims that is also going to be released, but those are 1 hour before the market opens. So that's going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And again, this is all available for free if you guys wanted to look into economic reports. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have the FOMC minutes meeting, which by then market should be pretty close to being closed. But again, it should still be open. But again, my job is just to make you aware of when these economic reports are going to be released, because they can affect the market, especially if you're in a trade, if you're in an investment. I don't know if you've ever been in one, and then some of these reports get released, and then it can completely shift the direction of the market. It's kind of bothersome when it happens, but it definitely does happen from time to time. And again, a quick little recap on the day. I closed a little bit over 14,700 on the day on TQQQ. I closed my position. I left myself with my fancy one share. It's considered my lucky one share. If you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group, you know all about it. And I'm going to start fresh for tomorrow, right? So for tomorrow's live trading session, I have better internet, so I'll be live streaming here from my parents' house. I'm visiting them here for the holidays. I'm sure a lot of you guys are traveling as well. So especially if you're new to our Learn Plan Profit team, make sure that you get all set up and get ready to watch me trade live tomorrow, because as of right now, NASDAQ futures are down 0.2%. So that means that SQQQ should be up if the NASDAQ market were to open right now. Again, I do trade live every single day. If you want to learn more about it, this is our Learn Plan Profit group. You can watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow and every day after that. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. And for Black Friday, we're running our biggest sale. It's $150 off, and we're giving away a total of $6,500 cash. If you want to learn more about this giveaway, it's literally super simple. As long as you enroll in Learn Plan Profit in between the dates of November 14th, 2022 and November 28th, 2022. So 2 weeks total, right? As long as you signed up, you get automatically entered into this giveaway. There's a total of 3 winners. Grand prize is $3,500 cash. Second prize is $2,000 cash. Third prize is $1,000 cash. You get $150 off just by signing up. Just use promo code Black Friday at checkout. You save $150. It's the biggest sale that we offer. And then on top of that, you get entered towards the giveaway. It's a win-win. It's our biggest discount that we offer, and also the biggest giveaway that we've done. And again, all you have to do is sign up in between November 14th and November 28th. So if you've been waiting for a reason to sign up, then maybe this is it. So I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, again, feel free to send me a direct message via Discord, and that's going to be that first link in the description. If you're ready to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, then again, that's going to be that second link down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live trading session. I hope that this gave you a little bit of a better understanding of how to interpret that FOMC minutes report that is going to be released tomorrow. And again, I do anticipate in live streaming that. So again, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and drop a thumbs up on this video. Appreciate your time. I'll see you guys on the next one. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.